Hey, hats off to Cavalli Kid for giving me this idea. As you can see, this is a truck. It's my dog in there. And these are tools. What we are doing is a tool layout. Now, many of these you do not have to purchase. Some of these are supplied by the company. Some of these you're going to have to buy yourself. We're going to start with the first one, tire chains. Now, with tire chains, the reason that I've been dreading this video is this is the number one reason. Drivers hate having to pull out the tire chains. Why? Because they're heavy. Heavy for no reason. Actually, they're heavy. And drivers hate driving with them on because the tire chains are heavy and they're heavy. Because it's hard to manage your weight as a truck driver. Now, what the tire chains are for is for the winter time. I carry 4 bags at all times of the year. Winter, summer, spring, and or fall. No, get rid of the or and say and. Because growing up in the city that has seen all 4 seasons in seasons that normally are not supposed to have it. Basically, when you go from sunny to rain to hail to snow and it sticks, back to hail, back to rain, back to sunny in the course of a day, well, I'm carrying tire chains. Normally it would be some certain part of the year to a certain part of the year, but I carry them all year round. That accounts as lesson learned of life. The next, the company supplies it. DOT regulation. Fire extinguisher. A good working fire extinguisher. And it's good to have a little bit of dirt on it. It's okay. It's not going to mess it up integrally. But if there's dents or any type of rust on the canister, get a hold of your dispatch or safety. Next is a gallon of antifreeze. At least a gallon. I'm going to say this again. At least a gallon. Because these trucks won't eat through antifreeze. Next is washer fluid. At least a gallon. I repeat, at least a gallon. Because with the bugs, the salt, the road grab, you're going to eat through washer fluid. The next, I don't have it because I've already used it. Oil. Motor oil. At least, you guessed it, at least a gallon of motor oil. Because these trucks are oil consumers. Next on the list is ice shoes. 2 pairs. I carry 2 pairs for the simple fact that it's backup pair for us in case I do have a rider or another person in the truck. Like, put these on. Trust me, you'll thank me. The next is a shovel, and that is paired with these shower wipes. There's going to come a time where you're going to get the consignee or a shipper. When you're at the consignee or a shipper and they don't allow you to use the bathroom, well, guess what? You dig a 6-inch or maybe a 12-inch, 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot hole. 1 foot in depth, 1 foot in width, 1 foot in length. And you guess what? You squat and you do your business. And then you wipe and bury it. Yeah, I've been there before. Constantly wouldn't let me use the bathroom, so I dug myself a hole. Let's just say New Jersey is a little bit more of a shittier place. New York. Let's just say New Jersey and New York is a little bit more of a shittier place. The next is WD-40. Now, do you read, or any kind of lubricant, whether it be white lithium grease or anything, you spray this to lubricate the tracks on the tandems. Let's see. Let me walk you through this. Steer tire. First drive, second drive, I'm pretty sure you can guess what the tandems are on the trailer. It's for when you have to slide the tandems back and forth. Yeah, I had dealt with some tandems that are literally stuck, rusted. I've had to literally spray that all the time. It's gotten to a habit. And carry at least 1 or 2 cans. Next are wrenches. Now, you don't have to have wrenches, but they help. Depends on how long you want to be down for. Now, if you're one of those drivers that don't mind the company paying for the mechanics, that don't mind sitting for goodness knows how long, by all means, you don't need these wrenches. Me, I want if anything, I will pay for the tools. I will pay for the things. Just reimburse me. Channel locks. Same thing with the airlines. Vice grips. Now, oil rag is to check your oil, the oil, power steering or oil, power steering fluid. In some cases, pretty much the same thing. These things, same thing. Now, hammer. What is that for? Well, you got plenty of reasons. Take this. If you hear, you want to hit the tire. You want to go. There's a specific PSI that you want to have in each of these tires. Also, it also helps to get in here and pull the fifth wheel out. Pull the fifth wheel jaws out. After some strange reason they closed. We're going to try to simulate that. Nope, we're not simulating it. We're not going to simulate it. But we are going to simulate pulling it out. Pull the fifth wheel kingpin jaws out. And then you yank. I've had to do that once. Because the fifth wheel jaws closed and it didn't close around the kingpin. I'd show you what the kingpin looks like, but I don't have a trailer. Now, carry at least 5 lug nuts. Why 5? Well, let's count how many lug nuts are on one tire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lug nuts. Mechanics, although they're great, they're helpful, they do things that truck drivers cannot do, like work on the trucks. They're human beings, just like the rest of us. They make mistakes. And in the mistakes, they may or may not forget a lug nut. It's basically adding rapport between you and the mechanic. It's adding a rapport between you and the mechanic. Because you know they're gonna use lug nuts. They're gonna lose lug nuts. As soon as you get out the truck, lay one of these things on lay one of the extra lug nuts on 1 or 2 extra lug nuts on the catwalk, or not the catwalk, but the steps. Yeah, that helps out. Yeah, pretty much. Lay one of the adds a little bit better rapport between you and the mechanic when they go to change your tire. Because you know they're human just like the rest of us. Next, most companies, some companies supply it, some companies do not. Tire pressure gauge. Tire pressure gauge. It's good to have. Check your tire pressure. Some companies do not supply it, some companies do not. Duct tape. For little emergencies. Like, oh crap, my license plate is hanging on by a mere screw. Oh crap, it's wintertime and the cold is literally sapping the heat out of my radiator. As in, I need to get some cardboard and tape it to the grill of the truck. How you doing? Just doing a tool layout for YouTube. Now this right here is Teflon tape. I use this Teflon tape to seal any leaks with the airlines. Again, some companies supply it, some companies do not. For this next one, this I've had to buy myself. This basically keeps you within reason with the DOT. You're not gonna get the full tire pressure. You're gonna get close, especially when you're loaded. I've modified this myself. This quick release did not come with this air hose, but this air chuck did. I modified it. Now, the reason I modified it, because as a dry van, flatbed should think about this too. Carry a nail gun. If you have a nail gun, it takes a lot of things out of protection. It takes a lot of consequences. See, when you have a nail gun, you don't have to rely on the shipper or the shipper, because that's primarily who does it. With a nail gun, you can nail down the boards that they supply you with, saving on time and effort. Mostly time, because time is of the essence in the trucking world. Now, next thing I want to get you is companies typically supply this. Triangle road flares. It's good to have at least one or two types of flares. Open it up. Have it open. Open the foot triangle up. You know the rest. You know the rest. Put these right at the end of the truck or the front of the truck, depending on where the traffic is the most threatening at. Now, the specific way they load these things. And then you flip this one upside down. And then you close it. It's not always going to fit. Once you open it, you'll never get it closed again. Good luck. Now, the next thing is the Green Book. We call this the Green Bible. We call this the Green Bible because this has all the rules and regulations for dealing with a commercial motor vehicle. The next is insect repellent. It's especially good when you're flatbed and it's in the summertime and you're in a swamp area. This basically keeps the mosquitoes off of you for a little while until you have to reapply it. Hand warmers. I have a whole box of them. A crap ton of them. For a reason. Wintertime is coming. Haven't had to wear these things yet, but it's coming. Next is bungee cable. Now, if you got cardboard, you're good, because you can then strap the cardboard to the grill to keep some of the heat in the wintertime. If you do not, you can use the duct tape. Next is a flashlight. Now I found this one. USB charged. Got 4 settings on it. It's good for pretty trips in the night. I also have two Fulton angle flashlights. I've had those since boot camp. You're not gonna find them. They're hard to come by nowadays. And I'm not giving them up. Next is paper towels. It's good to have Windex and general purpose cleaner. But the simple fact is, you gotta clean your truck every once in a while. Now, one thing I have one inside the truck, not a push broom, but it's a different type of broom. It's a push broom. I keep it on those little handle things. For the reason is, eventually you're gonna have to sweep the trailer out. So that's basically, I guess, it'll be part 1 of the rundown of the tools. Remember, some of these things you're gonna have to buy yourself. It's a given. But don't try to buy it all at once. Space it out within your first year. As you see, the rest of the bag's of chains. I carry a fishing rod and reel in here because I like to fish. And it's kind of invaded on the other side. I also carry a grill for cooking. The pot's on the other side. All this dirt is from the tire chains. One of the reasons is they rust. Now, if you excuse me, I've got to end this here short video, or a long video, and wrestle getting this tire chain back into the side box. One of the reasons I was doing this video is for this particular reason: the tire chains. Yeah, go give Cavalli Kid a shout out. Tell him I sent you. This is McTow on the Wind, signing off.